What if the only thing standing between you and the life you dream of isn't your circumstances, your past, or even your luck, but your thoughts? Every day we live inside a story told by our own mind, a story that quietly decides what we're capable of, what we deserve, and how far we'll go. Most people never question that story. They let it run on autopilot, recycling old doubts, fears, and assumptions until those thoughts become their reality. But the truth is this: the moment you take control of your inner dialogue, you begin to reshape your entire life. Your thoughts are not harmless. They're instructions, signals your brain turns into emotion, action, and eventually results. Each thought builds a path in your mind, a neural route that becomes easier to travel every time you repeat it. That's why it feels so natural to think, "I'm not good enough," or "things never work out for me." You've traveled that road too many times, but here's the good news. The same brain that built those paths can build new ones. You can reprogram it. You can design the inner landscape that your life will follow. Transformation begins with awareness. You can't change what you don't notice. Start paying attention to the sentences running through your mind. When you feel anxious, unmotivated, or stuck, pause and ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? What thought triggered this feeling? Write it down. Don't judge it. Just see it clearly. Often, awareness alone weakens a thought's power. When you catch yourself saying, "I always mess things up," stop and question it. Is that absolutely true? Always? Or is it just a habit of thinking that's been playing on repeat? The moment you see the pattern, you create distance from it. And that distance is where change begins. Once you've become aware, you move to the next step, reframing. Reframing means choosing a new interpretation, one that empowers you rather than limits you. Take that same thought, "I always mess things up." You could replace it with, "I've failed before, but I learn from every attempt. I'm getting better every time." It might sound small, but that shift in language changes how your brain reacts. Words shape emotions. Emotions drive actions. Actions create results. You don't need to believe the new thought completely right away. Just practice it. Even a neutral reframe like, "I'm learning to handle challenges better," starts moving your mind in a new direction. The key is repetition, because your mind believes what it hears most often, not what's most true. And that brings us to the third step, reinforcement through action. Thinking differently isn't enough. You must act differently. Every time you take a small step that aligns with your new thought, you reinforce it. If your reframe is, "I'm capable of following through," then prove it, even with something tiny. Send that email. Go for that walk. Finish that one small task. Each action becomes evidence for your new belief. You can also strengthen it through reminders. Write your new thoughts on sticky notes, make them your phone wallpaper, or say them aloud in the morning. Surround yourself with words, people, and environments that reflect the mindset you're building. Because change doesn't happen by accident. It happens by design. But there's something most people don't talk about: resistance. When you start changing your inner world, your mind will fight back. It will whisper, "This won't work." It will try to drag you back to old patterns because the familiar feels safe, even when it hurts. That resistance is not failure. It's proof that you're evolving. When it shows up, smile at it, expect it, then keep going. Progress doesn't come from never slipping up. It comes from noticing when you do, and gently guiding yourself back. Again and again. Start small. You don't need to fix your entire mindset in one day. Begin with one thought. Catch it, question it, reframe it, and reinforce it with a small, concrete action. Maybe it's as simple as this. When you catch yourself saying, "I'm not disciplined enough," reframe it to, "I'm learning to be more consistent." Then do one consistent thing today, even if it's just for 5 minutes. At the end of the week, look back. Notice what shifted in your energy, in your confidence, in how you speak to yourself. Transformation doesn't announce itself with fireworks. It happens quietly, in moments of awareness, in the courage to pause and choose a better thought, in the small victories that build momentum over time. One day you'll realize the person you've become thinks differently, and because of that, lives differently. Remember, your outer world will always mirror your inner world. If you want to change your life, begin by changing the story you tell yourself. So today, take control of your thoughts, because when you do, you're not just controlling your mind, you're creating your future.